What is going on, everybody? My name is Legion, and welcome back to another episode of my Alaska Tundra Wolves Dynasty on NCAA Football 14. We went 0-12 again, and it feels like we've been going 0-12 a lot on this channel, but of course, being a 34 overall team, we can't really help it. Entering our first offseason, I pretty much have the entire recruiting class under wraps here. And just looking at the stats, you can just tell that we really need a lot of players to come in and make a difference, which is why I didn't give us any scholarship limitations in this series, because I wanted to get 25 scholarships. Really, the idea is to see how fast we can rebuild this awful squad with only 2- and 3-star talent. Of course, the 3-star talent being lower 3-star talent. And I'm having a lot of fun with this so far, and can't wait to show you guys what's going on. But as you can see, the team was not in very good shape this year. We didn't really have anybody that really stood out on either side of the ball. And hey, that's okay, because you know what? Our defense was on the field a whole lot. Don't get completely blinded by these numbers that look decent. Bill Rice actually had a decent year overall, but he's not going to play ever again, so that's fine. Moving on. A better indicator of how bad we were is the team stats section, where as you can see, we had the worst offense in the league, and it's not even close. 1,000 yards from UAB, who is the next worst, and 2.1 points per game. That is absolutely atrocious. In terms of defense, we are also the bottom unit in run defense and a bottom 5 in pass defense, having the worst overall defense in the league and giving up by far the most points allowed, with very, very few turnovers on top of that. So the defense really needs room for improvement, and I'm really glad that we have some players leaving so we can bring in some more scholarship players. That was another issue with having 10 scholarship limitation like I thought I would do in this series. It just wasn't going to happen with how many players we're going to leave. We got a transfer though. Look, it's Nate Link from UL Monroe, and he wants to come and he wants to be a Tundra Wolf. And hey, you know what? Those stats are not great, but he's the best player on our team right now instantly. Entering final recruiting, we have a pretty solid class rolling with the 21st ranked class in the nation, 16 3-stars and 8 2-stars. The 3-stars all being really low caliber gems. Like, these guys were really close to being 2-star guys, and I just was able to find the talented guys, and I did a really, really nice job of building this team from top to bottom. The last guy we have to get is Edmund Grant, so I'm just going to put all the points into him and move on and hope that we can get him. And if we don't, that's a real problem, as on signing day, he doesn't even sign with us, and that's absolutely ridiculous. But we have a really nice class, as you can see. William Baker, the quarterback, at the top. We actually went down because we didn't get anyone, so down to 47. And I'm really thrilled with how this class turned out. You'll see Dusty Johnson. It says he's a 71 overall, but he turns out to be much higher than that. And then we have a complete roster. We're able to replace all 5 offensive line starters with some really solid players. And every starter, pretty much in general, except for kicker, because our kicker decided to just not commit to anybody, even though we put full points into him. Everybody did sign, so that was good, and we had a lot of really solid players, and they're all going to be opening day starters, so we're not going to have to worry about having a bunch of walk-on caliber players starting for year 2, which should be very exciting and should lead to some wins, as I mentioned with Dusty Johnson. Says he's a 71 overall outside linebacker, but he's actually a 76 overall halfback, as you can see, a really solid power back, and should be a great addition to this offense, along with William Baker, our starting quarterback. I am very proud with how I built this roster in just one season. As you see, William Baker, a +11 gem from Bradenton, Florida, flew completely under the radar. Nobody on planet Earth wanted him, and that pretty much goes with the rest of these guys too. All these 3-stars, they were guys that nobody really wanted, and we just put points into him, and we ended up getting him. So that really worked out extremely well for us this year. And I'm very thrilled with the roster going forward. As you can see, it is completely different than it was even last season. As for the schedule, I decided to play 2 Pac-12 foes because we're anticipating a move to the Pac-12 as soon as we start getting good, and then a game against Idaho that should just be a easy contest for us and show how far we've really come. I'm really excited for next season. I wanted to make this video a little bit shorter. I'm sorry I didn't get fully in depth with the recruiting class, but we have a lot of really solid players coming in, and I can see a difference playing in practice already. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I have to cover. I know it was a very short video, but we'll get into some longer videos. We are playing a full season of games next year, and I'm very excited for that. Anyways, my name is Jack. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to drop a like, drop a sub, and share on Twitter, Discord, whatever. And I'll see you guys later. Have a great day.